Okay, let's take a look at the Waltz of the Flowers. There are several things in the top that tell you something that you need to pay attention to in the song. It's actually pretty quick, allegro, 132 beats for a quarter note. What does that mean? Well, if you put a metronome in front of you, dun 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 da dun, dun 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 da dun. That's how fast it needs to be played when you're complete with it. What I'd like to do is start out a little slower and then bring it up to speed so that we can get these notes really clean over here, okay? Because these are a little trickier to play. There's another word in here, cantabile. Cantabile. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means. In music, cantabile is an Italian term that means singable or song-like, and it's expressive marking that instructs performers to play in a smooth, lyrical, and singing style. Okay? So we have to keep those things in mind. This is something that's quite different than the first section, which was a dance, a march, right? Where things were kind of dun, 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 dun. Definitely a march. This is like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Something else to watch for in here is, starts out pretty quiet, mezzo piano, very quiet. And you have a crescendo and an accent. But notice all these notes are played full. Da 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 da. Notice the staccato. Da 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 dum. Notice the accent. Da da. Another accent and hold it full. Another hold it full. These are all slurred together. And notice this is piano, so it should be very quiet. You start out mezzo piano, a little louder. You have a crescendo. You have another crescendo here, and you decrescendo. You get louder on this note, and you come back down to a piano. So the dynamics are very important on this. And here we have, this is all slurred. This is slurred in sections. We need to think about that. These are all slurred, no tonguing. This is held full. See, it's got the line under it. And it's slurred together, no tonguing between the notes. Da, da. Same here. This is a triplet. These three notes have to be slurred together and played in one beat. And these are short. This one is long. You have to look at these as you're playing and think about them. Here we're crescendoing up again. Play this note full. This is a staccato, and it's accented. And these are all slurred together. And we end up with double fortissimo. Okay? So this means we build to here, we build, hit that note hard, come up here, and finish quite loud compared to where you started, okay? Look at all those things and think about them as you're playing and practicing this. So why is it important about all the details in these songs for the CMEA Junior High Honor Band audition? Well, there'll be a small panel of music teachers listening to all the tapes that are sent in, and they have to decide who is the very best group of students to represent the trumpets or whatever section you're in to play. And this is how they can find out who's good and who is better. And they're looking for those folks that are better. So if you can pay attention to as many of the details in the song as possible and play it music-like, remember we talked about this word, a singable style in here, you're going to score more points and you have a better chance of making honor band. It's not about just playing the song from the beginning to the end and recording it. It's what happens between the beginning and the end on your recording that's going to make the difference of whether you make the honor band or not. And paying attention to, these were all put in here. You know, this whole thing was, if you notice at the top, if I go up high enough, this was arranged by Mrs. Brown. You guys all know Jane Brown. And she'll probably be one of the people that will be making the decisions on who's in the group and who's not going to make the cut. There's going to be more kids trying out for each of the different sections in the band than they can have in the honor band. So the better you play, the better chance you're going to have of making the cut and actually being one of those students who's allowed to go to honor band.